Can everybody hear me over the music, or do we need to turn it down? Okay. All right. Hi again, everybody. Hi. Let's get this campaign party started. My name is Leslie Wilburn. My sister back here is a nervous wreck. I told her we don't know why, because she got this, right? Yes, walk into it. And I ain't never spoke at no political campaign party, so I'm not going to even try to figure out how to do it or figure out what to say or whatever the case may be. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and introduce the person that knows this far too well. And this is her social media manager, Dr. Joseph Thrower.
All right, good evening, everyone. So, there's two things that I'm going to ask you to do. Before I ask you to do those two things, I just want to really take this opportunity to celebrate this moment, right? Because she's done a great job with inviting, family, close friends to this kickoff. So this is really a big celebration to give her that momentum, to be in this race. Because it's not easy. It's not easy, right? So this is the beginning of something very important, not just for her, but for Clark County in general. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, because I thought the same thing, right? I don't know what the assessor office does. I don't know how it involves me or what they actually are about and how it's important for me. And I'm not going to tell you what how that is, but she'll explain that to you. But it is important to understand that she's ready to do it. So this is not someone who just kind of stepped into the race, right? She's really built her career around this whole 20 years, right, of being in one spot, right? So 2 decades of really understanding what works and what doesn't work, and 2 decades of really determining how to make things better and fair and have transparency. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is remember that early voting starts, right? Because this won't work unless we vote, right? So early voting starts May 23rd and goes through June 5th. Now, the first thing I want you to do is just hold out your hand in front of you, right? Just hold out your hand like this. Right now, we're going to look at the top of our hand. Now, everybody in here look like the top of our hand. I want you to flip that hand over. Look at that palm, right? Now, everybody that vote don't look like the top of our hand, right? So that means that everybody that look like the palm of our hand, we want to make sure that you are out, just not telling family, but make sure you're telling your coworkers. Make sure my niece is running for something, vote for. Like, make sure you saying all of that all the time. Repost stuff on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your TikTok. Make sure you're getting the word out, because that's the only way it's going to work, right? Is people have to vote. In the last election, 70,000 people voted for this position, right? So that's important. So make sure you get that out there. The other thing I'd like you to do is take out your phones, and then there's these cards on the table, right? Scan that QR code for me real quick. Those of you that have scanned that QR code should take you right to the website. So we've done a few things today. We've used these cards for fans, right? Right? We've seen the balloons. We ate food, right? All that stuff costs money. Donation. Right? The very, very bottom of that website, there's a way to donate. Now, I know, y'all don't know me very well, so I'm okay to ask y'all for some money. So we need to make sure that we give in donations to the campaign. It's important because all this stuff costs money, and we got to get the word out. It's just not, these signs, everything All of that costs money. So make sure you take one of these cards with you, give it to your neighbor, right? Let them know that Tamicka Washington is running for county assessor. All right? So I want you to lean in. I want you to get involved. So just not financial support, right? She needs your prayers, right? She needs, just text messages that say you can do this. She needs all of that, like supported on when you see the post on Facebook or on Instagram, make sure you retweet it or put comments under it, likes it. That gets the engagement going so people can see that. All that is important, all right? So are we ready as a group to make sure we support? Yeah. All right. So without further ado, right, I'd like to introduce your next Clark County Assessor, Tamicka Washington.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello. I just want to say thank you. I don't want to cry. But it means so much to me that you all came and showed up for me today. It means the world to me. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be doing this. So I want to say to my dad, thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the pressure. And thank you for being a campaign manager at 6 in the morning, because he will text at 6 a.m. with whatever thought that comes into mind. But I say thank you to that, because without that encouragement, I would not have done this. I also want to say thank you to my coworkers who showed up. That means the world to me, because that lets me know that my coworkers feel confident in the decision that I made, and they feel confident in me and the changes and things that I want to do with our office. So I want to say thank you for that. Thank you to my family, friends, everyone. Thank you to Judge Harris for coming and just being a part, because as we all know, any election without the support of your already electeds is hard enough. So I want to say thank you to you, Judge, because the moment she found out, she called. She called me and she was thrilled. So I thank you for that, because that was what I needed as well. So just a little background about the Assessor's Office. The Assessor's Office, right now we cover about 867,000 parcels in Clark County. So that's all of Clark County. With that, we have about 72,600 or so businesses, which are commercial, small businesses. We also cover manufactured homes. So with that, we assess all of the values for Clark County. Those are two appraisers back there. They defend values, they set values, and they discover values, and they have done a phenomenal job. Shatoya is a data collector in my office as well, so she goes out and she finds values as well. So with that, the responsibility is great, right? Clark County, when we pull in the values for a property, that's what drives our general fund. When I say the general fund, that's talking about all of our money. Clark County provides the most money to the state of Nevada. So we run taxation. So when we say the assessor's office is important, the assessor's office is very important to the entire state of Nevada, not just Clark County, right? So with that being said, yes, I'm fully prepared for the responsibility. I have trained with our current assessor, so I know what is important and what is not important. I know what is broken and what needs to be fixed. A part of that is education to our taxpayers. Our taxpayers sometimes come into the office without a clue, as like Joseph said, as to what we do and what we provide. And it's so important that we don't just assume because someone just purchased a home or started a business that they already know, because that's not the case. We may not know. When I started working at the assessor's office, I had no clue. I just knew that they called me for a job and I wanted to work for Clark County. So I went in and took a job based on what was on the website at the time. So I want to make sure that we have situations like this, town hall meetings, so we can reach out to taxpayers so they understand the importance of what we do and how we can help to protect their tax dollars. Small businesses need to understand why they're paying tax bills, what they're paying for, and to make sure that we're taxing them according. So with all that being said, we have to get to a place where I can go into a business during or after their hours, or some of the appraisers, data collectors can go into a business and say, hey, do you understand what's going on? Because we noticed that you're delinquent in your taxes, so we want to help them to not be delinquent, right? Because guess what? They probably don't know why they're paying taxes, because the assumption is, I've already paid for these tables and chairs, so why am I still paying taxes on it, right? But we want to make sure we educate them on those things. So that's why I chose to run. And then also, I wanted to run because of my I call them my work family. I feel like my work family have to compete for promotional opportunities with people on the outside, and that's just not okay. Sometimes they're not given opportunities that they need to be given. They're not educated and trained on things to help grow their careers. So I want to stop that now. I want to be able to provide training. I want to be able to provide opportunities for growth. And Marquise Payne back there, Marquise is the prime example of one of the best people to get into a new situation. Marquise came from customer service and against all odds became a property appraiser, right? And when he did that, he has become the golden rule to the office. The first thing anyone says is, if we can get more Marquises, then we know we're good. But if more Marquises aren't given an opportunity, then how do we create another Marquise if they're not given the opportunity? So I want to make sure that we create some more Marquises, some more Tracys, some more Shatoyas, and keep on building upon the future of the assessor's office. And some more Tamickas, because I started in customer service too. And I started as a part-time employee. So I started as a part-time employee. I was there 6 months and then became permanent. And I remember I had only been at the assessor's office 2 years, and I told my Aunt Too Sweet, I said, I'm gonna run for assessor. And she said, you know, my Aunt Too Sweet, to know her is to know she gonna tell you that you shouldn't do something in the sweetest way. And she said, well, baby, do you know what y'all do? And I said, well, yeah, a little bit. And she said, well, I think you should just wait a little while. And so when she found out and she saw how much time I put in, she knew that the time was now. And so I appreciate that for everybody. But that's just a little bit of why I want to run. And I hope that I have the full support of everyone in this room. And if you have, thank you. And if anyone has any questions, now's the time. I don't have any questions? Okay. That means I answered everything.
We're highly impressed.
Thank you.
You hear what I'm saying?
Thank you. What, son? I love you too. Yeah. All right. But thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it so much, so much, so much. Yes, ma'am.
I do have a question. Are you planning to canvass any neighborhoods?
Yes, so we will be canvassing. I'm working with Commissioner McCurdy now to create a map of some areas. We're going to be canvassing in Summerlin and Henderson, because those are the areas that we really have to hit. So, and when we do that, I would love some volunteers. So if anyone would like to volunteer, Shatoya gonna take your name and phone number at the end, and we'll set up times where we can go out and canvass. I will be canvassing next week with, actually this week with hopefully the future mayor of City of North Las Vegas, Danielle Moreno. So vote for her as well, because she needs our support as well, because she has a tough road ahead of her as well. So we want to make sure we support. Judge Harris is up for re-election, so all of you guys, so y'all vote for Judge. Make sure she gets back, because when I tell you a judge that makes a difference, she does make a difference. So we want to make sure we support her as well. Because let me tell you, the records that she's been sealing and the and the help that she has been providing has been amazing. That's Judge Belinda Harris. So we want to make sure that we go out and support her as well. So any other questions? Okay, y'all. So I expect Jordan, Leah, and Kenesha.
So let's just say, for instance, Jordan is about to be 18
Mm-hmm.
in September. I kind of heard a conversation that him and Judge Harris was having about this before our youth.
Okay.
So you start in one primary that we know you're going to make it to. We claiming that right now. And
Right.
then you have another time to run.
Yes.
Is that correct?
So once I make it past the primaries, because we're gonna speak everything into existence. So once we move into the primaries, I win the primary, then we do have to go to the general. That you still have to vote. You still got to go back.
Twice.
So you have to vote twice, unless I get blessed and win 80% of the vote. June and November, we need you to be outside and we need you to vote. We need you to continue to share. We need you to be just intentional with supporting our electeds and supporting our people that are being reelected. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. Okay. Thank y'all.
All right, everyone, just a reminder, make sure you have your cards with you, right? And then, are we giving away these signs? Maybe we're giving away some signs here as well. All right?
We definitely can take it.
Yes, yeah, please take these. And there's still food, too. Oh, there's another question. Too Sweet has a question for you.
We have another question.
Yes, ma'am. So the yard signs will be available in 2 weeks, but I do have smaller signs here tonight for everyone to take if they would like. So these signs can go in windows and things like that, but our what we call road signs will be available in 2 weeks. Yep, and I'll call everyone. No, not yet, but we can canvas. We can definitely go out and canvas. I'm sorry, thank you. Yeah, it is. It's 50 of them in there, so. Why my granddad? Huh? He gonna hand them out. There go the dad. There go the dad. Hey, the daddy. Just out here. Yes. Oh, thank you.
Because I don't do cash only.
Okay.
That's $60.
Thank you.
And if I get some more,
Did I do okay?
Yeah. Because we don't know what the assessor do.
Now we don't know what those are. Who is these people? They done took my granddaughter and they brought her